Alright, and we are going to start the first mission with V.
So V, you think this kid can kill Urizen?
One can only hope.
Also, I kind of got filled in on some stuff
Now,
that I wasn't really paying attention to. I never really noticed before, because I always use the EX colors. Which, next time we play is, Nero, I'm not going to use EX colors. Well, we will use EX colors with V for right now. So, yeah, midair, press X while touching an enemy to jump off that enemy. Battle gets ready, keep your cool. V doesn't have strength, so to take down his pets, does the final blow. Yeah, so this is basically the style that V has to play by. He has Griffin and he has Shadow. Each of those are kind of like his puppets. And he can't attack. Instead, he sends them out to attack. So he's a very range character. Very much a range character. But you have to do something with him. So his gameplay is centered around the last kill.
Oh, genius says be careful. Yeah, no shit, Shirley. Ain't there, Ivy? I mean, you are fragile at the moment. Wouldn't take much to wipe you out in a sticky situation. I'm just saying that running away is okay. It's always okay to run away if you're not up for it.
he who desires but act not breeds pestilence. So it is written.
Okay, Shakespeare. Just remember this. You and I like to exist, so get rid of those demons quick, cause killing them ain't my stick. I got your back. Cause dying is whack.
Awful.
Go ahead.
All right, so you can put your demons into DT, and when you hold square, he reads the book. When he reads the books, it'll take double trigger. It'll build double trigger. So he has multiple ways to build double trigger. He has the air taunt, which is the same as before. It honestly builds a good chunk pretty fucking fast. But sometimes you don't want to do all that. Also, another thing, low-key, about building double trigger is, well, not building double trigger, but having them in double trigger, is the fact that even if you don't have it, and that's Royal Fork, so yeah. So yeah, triple S right there. His triple S is he plays the violin. I think he can play that forever. So yeah, I just decided to move the analog stick a little bit to close it out. But here's his other thing, which is Charlie Chaplin. Because yes. But yeah. Now here's the thing. Normally he's slow as shit. I have it upgraded where this is his run. His run also acts as an attack. So you don't have to worry about hitting, oh god. You don't have to worry about hitting shit, you just have to worry about not being fucked over. So he doesn't have air hike, instead he has this. And if you hold it, you can glide for a little bit. That's his thing. I think this is gonna introduce a new enemy type here that's kind of fucking annoying, but okay, it's not. In this difficulty, it will at least. So yeah. Alright, so here's the thing. So his thing is so for him, just attack. Yeah, that's like this bullshit. Now, here's the thing. You could also do this, which is sometimes... Okay, that kind of fucked up. Because, yes. So here's the problem with... See, normally... Fuck! Normally, we'd be able to fix this problem. God damn. And normally, the problem would be fixed by, just running away, typically. But in the higher difficulty, which is this one, your characters will die a lot. I've never had trouble with Griffith or Shadow dying, because typically you're fine. You don't need to worry about them. Like, as long as you have one, and as long as you have double trigger, you'll always be good. This is gonna be a little bit different. I'm not used to playing him having to worry about my guys dying. And as you saw earlier, this is actually the introduction. From, yeah. This is how you get Nightmare. Nightmare's pretty cool, but the problem is Nightmare uses your DT. So yeah, that's how you can. And that's the other thing too. So, since you don't have DT, everybody else, how do you typically get your health back? Sometimes the enemies will give health from the DT kill, I guess. Or maybe just from kills in general. Sometimes they'll give health from just kills in general. But when you summon Nightmare, every enemy that Nightmare kills, there's a chance to spawn some white orbs or some green orbs. That's how you handle shit with V. Otherwise, just do not get hit. He takes the most damage, as you probably saw earlier. It's really bad. And invisible wall, because, of course. He takes the most damage out of any character easily. Very, very, very fragile. So you don't want to risk playing those games with him. Do not get hit. Now, a thing that I'll show you right now is when you dodge right and left. That's Shadow. You dodge back. That's Griffith. Or if you double jump, that's Griffin helping you out. Now, it's important to know this because, as you saw, and as you see, each of them have a health bar. when one of them gets stalemate, once one of them like dies, it gets into stalemate, you have to go over and heal. Or you summon Nightmare and it'll automatically heal them to 100%. Even if everybody's dead, it'll bring them all back as soon as you summon Nightmare. Also, Nightmare summons honestly do the most damage out of anything and everything. So you just always, you don't want to, the way that I play Nightmare is you don't summon Nightmare and keep him out. You summon him to resurrect everybody, and then once everybody is resurrected, you get him the fuck out of here. Because keeping him out, because keeping him out costs a lot of shit. Costs a lot. Keeping Nightmare out costs a lot. Activating him even costs a bit. But if you get the right activation, it'll work. It'll be worth it because it does a lot of damage. Like I said, it does more damage than anything you could do with Shadow or Griffith, really, by themselves. Just the activation, though. You can also do some other shit with him, but primarily you want to also, here's the thing. Little puzzles. So when they hit you, when you're on him, yeah, like that. That's what you usually want to do. You want to normally do some shit like that.
Come on.
But yeah. But there's no guarantee. But also you might have noticed there's a thing about Griffin and Shadow are very much. Also, you cannot skip these. Those are some long ass animations. You cannot skip them. You will get hit. If you fuck around too much, you will get hit with that shit. I'm warning you right the fuck now. Give me 1 second. Okay, so this is actually the second time I re-record the audio for this shit right here. And also the second time that I'm going to be explaining that what happened. So, as you probably heard, that was my ringtone. And the, yeah, just a second ago, I had to talk to my sister, and I ended up muting my, controller like a dumbass. Really, I didn't have to do it because I ended the clip there, and I was gonna start up the clip, like, again. But I forgot to unmute. Now, here's the problem with that. Problem with that is not only did I miss the commentary for this one, for the rest of this video, but I also did it for the next 4 videos, 4 or 5 videos. So, this is me trying to save it because my alternatives are either to, play through all these levels again, and hope that my footage is up to snuff in terms of like gameplay and comboing and shit, and try to record again some audio, like fresh, or to record in post, like do some commentary in post to kind of salvage the footage that I kind of have. And obviously I'm going to do the latter because fuck that shit when it comes to the former. So yeah, this is me trying to salvage. So just so you know, the next couple of videos is going to be up until about mission 10. Mission 10 is going to be me doing it normally, again, live commentary, well, in terms of me playing the game and talking at the same time. But up until mission 10, this is going to just be me post commentary to try to salvage. So yeah, fucking hell, like life has been weird and shit can never be too simple. Again, because I'm not sure if you caught what I said, but I'm gonna reiterate. I fucking recorded all this shit. I recorded commentary, but my fucking controller was mute. I'm checking my controller now. It's not mute, so we're good right now. But I recorded this entire thing with commentary, but it was all mute. I figured that shit out. Last night I recorded everything, and then I ended up figuring out that it was all muted. Then I tried to re-record commentary for this one thing as it is, and I did this entire part with commentary over. It was still fucking muted. So now this is my third time doing commentary over this goddamn footage. Like, second redo though. But this mission, you can only do this mission if you have the speed, if you have the shadow thing. And I backtracked a little bit to show you that that's how you get the secret mission. When you, like, use the first one, that gives you a blue orb. When you use the second one, that gives you a secret mission. I was going back here, but when you go back to this path, it starts up a fight. I was about to do the fight, because I was like, yeah, we ain't pussy. We got this shit. Like, I'm down for that. Until you see this motherfucker on the side, and I'm like, fuck that shit, because we're not built like that. So I'm just running away, and what you see right now with V running, that's his normal run speed. If you do not have the upgrade for, like, speed for him, this is how fast he goes. And this will cost you for, like, speed clear and shit, because he's that slow. So if you want to S rank with V, he's the one character that I'd say is kind of essential that you'd have to get the run for. He's the one character that's essential for. The Hell Judas. Now, the thing about Hell Judah, especially with V, they're an annoying enemy in general. Don't do what I just did. I just did promotion on Nightmare. The problem with promotion on Nightmare is you're completely invincible. But every hit that Nightmare takes brings that much more DT. Like, normally Nightmare getting a hit doesn't matter, he's invincible. But when you're on him, you're invincible, so it takes double trigger instead. It's a big reason why you never want to use promotion. You never really want to do promotion on Nightmare. But yeah, with Hell Judah, the problem, well, not a problem, it's just you gotta know how to fight him. Because if you fight him with Nero, and you fight him with Dante, you know if you lift him up, it becomes a thing. Also, when enemies are stalemated with V, you just Nightmare and brings them back. So you want to do that. Air taunts, air dodges. So yeah. But when you fight Hell Judah, I just got bitch smacked right there. When you fight Hell Judah, you either want to keep him on the ground, or you want to lift him up and keep him in the air. Problem is, V cannot juggle, really. V is not a juggle strong character. In a way, this kind of works because a lot of his attacks can kind of keep them on the ground, so you can kind of get damaged that way. But also, as you just saw, that shit can get bitch smacked very, very easily. Bullet that shit, and that was a nice little juggle combo, but when he gets brought down to the ground, that's the teleport. That's the annoying shit. Nightmare, I was trying to do Nightmare to like kind of activate him to like kind of do a big chunk, but also the problem with Nightmare is Nightmare will normally knock him away. Nightmare does a lot of damage, but it'll knock him away 9 times out of 10. So yeah, you need this move here. And the thing about that move is it'll destroy shit, so you don't even have to attack anything because it'll just destroy. Which is why you need it for that red orb mission, because there's like books and shelves and shit in the way, and yeah. This is the cutscene for calling Nico with V. I think this is her first mission with V, so yeah, trying to cover as much ground as possible. I was trying to get as much of the Nico transitions as I can. I think I end up missing a Nico transition during the playthrough, so I'm not promising shit. I try to show off as much secrets as I can, as much secrets as I know about, but I'm not guaranteed that I'm getting everything. As established, I'm not even doing all the secret missions. I'll show you where they are. And I'm not sure if I brought it up, but every boss that you fight in this game, every boss has something connected to Urizen. So, if you notice the first boss, there's the well, I'll probably let this play through. This is also weird because I can't fucking hear the cutscene. So I gotta learn to, like, when there's a cutscene, shut the fuck up kind of a little bit and just let it ride.
Not in this lifetime. As the heir to a bird, or the fish. Contempt to the contemptible.
Poetry emotion. But every boss that you fight in this game has something connected to Urizen. Urizen has them integrated into his moveset. So if you notice with the first belly button man, his entire thing was he shot fireballs. That's the fireballs that Urizen like throws when you fight him, like, first thing. You probably noticed it. The second thing, when you saw Artemis, and you see like the kind of Artemis shooting the projectiles and shit, that's the shit that comes down when you fight him and he's sitting in a chair and he's shooting like all those things down to the ground. That's Artemis. These are not a part of his also. Shadow just got fucked, and I just got fucked in turn. But yeah, Shadow, resurrect him with Nightmare. Nightmare's a little bit hard to kind of have around in this fight. I was trying to do promotion a little bit, but it's hard. It hits a little bit, but it's hard to fucking aim that shit. It's hard to like get him to like shoot in the right direction with that. So that's really the main reason why you want to stay on promotion. And also, Shadow just got fucked. Luckily, this boss fight is very much doable with Griffin. Griffin gets a lot done by himself. And what I'm doing right now is something you really don't want to do. Really, what you want to do is you want to build up Devil Trigger a nice chunk, so once you activate Nightmare, he's just in it for a long run. But yeah, this boss in particular, he's not used in the first Urizen fight. He's actually going to be used in the second Urizen fight, which we'll see in a bit. But this is the well, you'll see when we get to the second Urizen fight. Shadow just got fucked. Yeah, this is probably the one fight would be that I struggled the most on. I actually thought it would be the time stopping, but it was actually this fight. The times, like the horse fight later, actually got through very, 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 very easily with V. It's just this fight is annoying. This fight right here is just kind of, yeah. It's a little bit annoying because you see like all these fucking tendrils just kind of wiping around, so when you need to break them, it's just fucking annoying. This is also the first and only time in the playthrough thus far that I've actually died, and this is introducing a system. So you have gold orbs, which if you use them, it'll give you full health in Devil Trigger, or you can choose how much red orbs you want to pay to restore your life. Now, the reason why I did red orbs, even though I have a fuck ton of gold orbs, is because there is a system in this game. So if you want to S rank, a mission in this game, you cannot, and I repeat, you cannot use gold orbs. Gold orbs will penalize you to fucking hell! You can't do it! And this is me trying to use that again. Again, it's not, it failed because it's fucking annoying. This shit it's ridiculous. But, like, it's really OD for no reason. Also, I forgot that this does this. When I was playing initially, I thought I was just gonna be fighting more tendrils. This is a Devil May Cry. This is Dante Must Die feature that happens, I guess. But when you die, if you use the gold orb, it will give you a big penalty that will basically wipe all your chances of getting an S rank. If you use red orbs, it won't give you a penalty. It will just take away your no continues bonus.
What do you say?
Now, that being said, the no continues bonus helps a lot. It basically guarantees the S rank more or less. More or less, because I think you've seen me a couple times get like an A rank or something. So it doesn't necessarily guarantee that you get an A rank, but it's definitely quintessential for getting an A rank. Also, that's the next boss. And, understandably, V sees that shit. And, fuck that shit. Yeah, we don't get paid enough for this. We're going home.
I'm afraid then.
Screw you guys!
Did more than
And get in here. But yeah. Up until they're like, nah, son, you want these problems. They're like, I don't want these problems. I don't want these. You want these problems. No. And then, yep, that's how that goes. But it's about to show it off right here. So I got an S, I got an A rank in total. Like, A rank in total. I'm gonna look into details. Also, that's a little picture. There is no penalty. It's just no bonus for the continue. And I did do a lot in that mission, so I did get a lot of extra bonuses and like S on clear time, penny pincher for not buying anything. Like, I managed to do a lot. But even with everything that I did, it wasn't enough because I skipped out on some fights. And overall, like I said, no continue bonus, so lost out on that. So yeah, if you are going to die, if you die, you have to realize that you lose out on no continues. So really, if you want to get an S rank, you take the extra fights. You look at the extra routes, the extra things that I was showing you before. You do all those extra fights because you want to build up your style as best as you can overall for the level and now cover you for a lot of shit. Normally, if you do the extra fights and you don't die, that's a guaranteed S rank. But if you use the red orb, you need those just to, like, be safe. Just to be able to be eligible. Otherwise, it's not enough. Also, the harder difficulty you kind of go on, Dante Must Die being the hardest difficulty, the expectations are that much higher to get an S rank. But that was mission 4. And I hope you enjoyed the video. And like I said, this is going to be the commentary style for the rest of the videos up till 10. So like I said, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next video. See ya.